welcome back to my channel. So first of all, I feel like I always say this in my videos, but if you guys hear any noise, that's just my son. I have him right next to me. So today I'm going to be talking about my February favorites. I can't believe that we are already in March. I feel like February went by extremely quickly for me. I have a ton of stuff in front of me, and I'm just going to basically jump right in because it's gonna be long. Like always, you guys know I love to talk. If you're interested in what I loved in the month of February, go ahead and just keep on watching. So the first thing I want to talk about is actually these makeup wipes. I found these in my little dollar section at my local Shopko. These are so good, you guys. I freaking love these. I already have quite a few backups, and I'm tossing one for each one of my giveaway winners because I am having a giveaway. Just in case you didn't know, I'll leave the video down below for you guys so you can enter. But these are so good. I love them for removing swatches, removing my face makeup. They're not too bad at my eye makeup, but I always use a micellar water first, and then I kind of go in with these. And like I said, they're just $1. So if you find them at like a Dollar Tree, Big Lots, any place like that, pick them up. I actually want to give a shout out to 3 brushes that I totally have been obsessed with. This one, I think I've had it for a year. It's just a large stippling brush. I picked it up from eBay. It was like $2 or $3. When I received it in the mail, it actually had MAC 187 engraved in it, and I had no idea. And then it says Japan down here, and the handle's actually just black, and it's got some sparkle in it. I don't know if this is what the actual MAC brush looks like. I did not intentionally try to buy a dupe, but I love this brush. I use it for bronzer, and it's amazing. Another one that I wanted to shout out was this angled Ovani brush. It actually comes in a 42-piece set. I bought it on eBay as well. I've been really loving this, and I will actually show you the product that I use with this in just a little bit. The other brush I've been really loving is this like longer eyeshadow brush. I want to say this might be a concealer brush, but it came in a set. It doesn't have a name on it. This is from the brand Qivange. I cannot pronounce it. I bought this from Amazon in like an 8-piece set or a 12-piece set. I'll leave it down below for you guys. But it's so good at packing on eyeshadow on all over my lid, on my inner corner, on my brow bone. Like, this is a multi-purpose brush, and I freaking love it. I actually used it to pack on this green eyeshadow today. Oh, love it. Okay, what else? I have so much stuff to talk about, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to talk about 2 eyeshadow palettes. These Rimmel eyeshadow palettes, you guys. I adore these. I've had them, I think, for 2 weeks now. I've been using them non-stop. The one that I love the most, though, is the Keep Calm and Wear Gold 001. It has more mattes. The other one has more shimmers. There are 3 of these. This is the one I've been obsessing over. I'm assuming they're supposed to be kind of like dupes like the Urban Decay ones. I don't own those, so I don't know for sure. But I mean, they look very similar. They do come with 2 of these little double-ended sponge tip applicators. This is the other one. This is the London Nudes Calling 002. This one's really pretty. I actually got this one first, but this one only has 1 actual matte. The rest are shimmers and satins, but with the satins I can get away with them almost looking matte. But that's the only reason I like the other one a little bit more than this one. I actually used the 001 on my crease today along with another palette, but you guys, these are really nice. They're $7.99. I got mine at Walmart, and I know Ulta sells these too. And you can hear my son. He's like enjoying his binky right now. So I'm going to talk about 2 bronzer products. So the first one I've been really obsessed with is the Wet n Wild Nigga Cushion Contour. This leaves the most beautiful finish on my face, and because I have dry skin, the fact that this is a cushion, it's so hydrating, and I just love it. I want to say the beginning of February, the first like 2 weeks of February, this was all I was using. And then the other product that I was using towards the end of the month was actually the Hard Candy Glamouflage Mix In Drops Turn Me Bronze. I actually use it with this Ovani angled brush. These two together have been my obsession. I'm actually wearing it today. I kid you not, you guys, like this, you don't even have to set it with a powder. It's just so good. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep on with the theme of hard candy because I have 3 more products from them. I also have been really obsessed with their Glamouflage Mix In Turn Me Radiant drops. They always have long names, but this is basically like a liquid highlighter. I want to say it's supposed to be kind of like the Cover FX highlighters, but this is really good as well. I actually have a video reviewing these together. I will leave it down below if it's already up. So I was really obsessed with my Hard Candy Glamouflage Mix In Pigment Makeup Drops. This one is actually the shade Fair 2. Originally I had purchased, let me grab it, the shade Medium 1 because I wanted something to make my foundations darker. I picked this up, I want to say around the summertime. I ended up buying a lighter one to mix in with my foundations because a lot of them were too dark for me now that I'm a little bit more on the fair side, and I have just been loving it. I don't have a favorite foundation for February because I just tried a whole bunch of different ones and I didn't really use one more than another or love one more than another, but I love this because I used it pretty much with almost all my foundations that didn't match me, and it works really good. Another hard candy product is this Instant Lip Fix Lip Treatment Duo. I am so obsessed with the scrub side. It's just a lip scrub. It's so smooth, you guys. I just pop it on my lips when my lips are chapped or when I just want to get rid of the dead skin, and then I just remove it with a makeup wipe. I mean, you can use water too or like a towel. The lip treatment side is not my favorite. It just looks like a clear gloss. It's not thick or anything. I just feel like the lip treatment is not as amazing as the scrub. The treatment is just like a gloss. It leaves my lips soft, but it doesn't do anything special. The scrub though, I'm in love. This was like $6 and I will definitely keep buying these. I prefer this lip scrub over the e.l.f. one. This one is easier to use. I love it. So I would recommend it for you guys. One thing that I have been using with that lip scrub is actually this Argan Wear Physicians Formula Lip Oil. I lost the cap. I use it all the time. I actually have this one and I have the other one because it comes in a 2-pack. These are really great. Very moisturizing, very soothing on the lips. They leave my lips very, very soft. I was actually pretty into my eyeshadow primers in February, and normally I don't wear eyeshadow primer, but for some reason I just started wearing it again, and I went back to my e.l.f. Shadow Lock eyeshadow primer. This is really good. It's one of my favorites. It's like $3. It's really, really good, you guys. Another thing that I really enjoyed in February was this Essence Make Me Brow. I have a backup of this already. For some reason I just started picking this up again, and I actually didn't touch my e.l.f. one, which I was really obsessed with in January. I still really love it, but I just used this one a ton. So I love face primers. That's one of my favorite things to try out. I picked up this e.l.f. primer. I hate that e.l.f. doesn't put the name on some of their stuff because I can't tell you guys the name, but I'm gonna look it up and I'll put it right here for you guys. This is amazing. If you have dry skin, you're going to love this. I think this was a little more expensive. I think it was like $8 because it's like their new something bear line. I forget what it's called. But you guys, this is amazing. I love it. And you guys, if you watched my products I regret buying, you know that I didn't like their other primers, but that one I really love. I could not put my Kat Von D Lock It Concealer down in February. This was like basically all I used, and it's so good. It's actually really creamy. It blends out really well. It's thick, but like I said, it blends out really well. This is definitely more full coverage than the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, but I really love this. I have the shade L5 Neutral, but I do think if you have dry skin, you can rock this concealer because I'm using it, I have dry skin, and I like it. Another Kat Von D product that I was really obsessed with in February was the Lock It Setting Powder in Translucent. It's just a really finely milled powder. It's definitely more expensive, you know, it's Kat Von D, but it's so good, you guys. I really like it, and a little bit goes a long way. I normally just set my under eyes with this one. And then I've been going in with my Rimmel Stay Matte everywhere else. Mine's dirty. It's very well loved. What I have actually been doing is scraping the bottom with the back of my brush and turning this into loose powder. It's really good, you guys. Alright guys, I still have a good amount of stuff to show you. So, I have another Kat Von D product. This is my Ride or Die Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. You guys can see it's been very well loved. And I got back into it in February. I was obsessed with using these two shades. I used this one in the middle to bronze, and I used this one to contour. This is a high-end palette that I can seriously highly recommend. I love this. I fell in love with the NYX HD Studio concealer, the green one. This is a more recent purchase for me, but I think I got it like in the middle of February. This is such a great green corrector. I love this a little bit more than my LA Girl green corrector. Well, I actually have one eyeliner to talk about. This is the Rimmel Scandalize in the shade Nude. It's just a basic nude. I've been putting this on my waterline and I've been really enjoying it. So you can see in my bottle is really gross. This is the Milani Make It Last. This setting spray is so amazing, you guys. I have not heard anybody say that they don't like this. I love the way it smells. I love the way it sets my makeup. It's just perfection. Best $10 I've ever spent. I have two highlighters to talk about. I actually used my Milani Strobe Light, the 01 Afterglow, a lot. This one is so beautiful, you guys. Out of the two that I own, this is probably the one I use the most. It's just a very beautiful, bam, in your face highlighter, and I find that it goes really nicely on my skin tone. Another one that I used in February was the Highlighting Gold Bar from Wet n Wild. This is just a beautiful gold highlight. It's right over here. And another Wet n Wild product is actually the Color Icon Blush in Rose Champagne. I have been obsessing with this shade, you guys. I'm actually wearing it today. I just think it's such a beautiful neutral blush. And I love it. It's like super cheap, maybe $3. A powder bronzer that I was obsessed with in February was this Prestige Sunflower Illuminating Bronzing Powder, and I'm wearing it today on top of the Hard Candy. This is a bronzer that's going to give you that sun-kissed look. It has a little bit of glitter in it, but it doesn't really come off on the face too much. Like I said, I'm wearing it today. It's just really pretty. That's it on my finger. It's definitely a warmer bronzer. You do get a lot of product, and once again it's from Prestige. So now I have a little bit of skincare-ish stuff to talk about. So I'm so obsessed with my Mario Badescu spray. This is the rose water one. I know they just came out with a cucumber one, I believe. I'm almost out. I use this a ton in February, and I just love this to hydrate my skin. Not necessarily set my makeup, but just to hydrate my skin, and I love it. I have a clay mask and a mud mask. This one is the Deep Down Detox one from Formula 1006. I love this. This little sucker is going to get all the gunk out of your face. When I use this does tend to get me a pimple or two because it like sucks everything out, but I freaking love it. It burns me a little bit, but it doesn't bother me. It smells really great. I love to use this when I multi-mask, and it's super cheap too. It's like $5.99. You can pick it up at Ulta. And another mask that I'm just obsessed with in general is from L'Oreal. It's the Pure Clay, the black one. Oh, you guys, this is like my favorite mask of life. I use it all the time. I actually like the way it smells. I don't know why, because it's kind of like a funky smell, but I like the way it smells. I apply this all over my face or in places where I get irritated, and this kind of like calms my skin and also like gets all the gunk out of my face. I just love it. And I've been obsessing over my e.l.f. like silicone brush. I apply all of my masks with this. It's just amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and link everything down below for you guys. don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed my favorites so I can continue to do monthly favorites videos. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.